You want to hear something ironic? Men live much more difficult lives than women, right? Women live a little easier, have an easier route. But men are the ones who create that easy route for women. Men are the reason we're able to live. So how does a woman make a man's life easier? That's the question. That's the discussion. Let's talk about it. Catering to a man starts with acknowledging his hard work. Acknowledge what he does for you and for himself. Because let me remind you, growing up as a man is a choice. You could be a 40-year-old boy. You could literally be so immature. You can choose to not grow up as a man because your hormones, they're not like women's hormones. Women, once we get our period, we're women, okay? That's why they say we grow up faster, right? A man can be a little boy still. So choosing to work hard is a choice. That is a choice as a man. So acknowledging that, it makes his life a little easier. You know, he's able to feel recognized. He's able to have an end goal, something to be proud of, something to motivate him, you know? Men have harder lives. Not all by choice, but a man chooses to be a man. And if your man is choosing to be a man, choosing to be hardworking, disciplined, you know, have goals in life, acknowledge that. Acknowledge that. Just like how a man acknowledges how beautiful you are, acknowledge his hard work. That is the simplest way to make a man's life easier. Acknowledgement. Acknowledgements. You know, he needs an applause every so often. A pat on the back. Something. Say something to him. It doesn't have to always be physical. It doesn't have to be, you know, through love. It could be through friendship as well. Just acknowledge it. Acknowledge any man that works hard, because his life is not easy choosing to work hard. It's not. And he's making your life easier choosing to work hard. Choosing to be a man, he's making your life easier. Because you don't have to choose to be a man. You don't have to choose to work hard. You're a woman. It is 1000% in your hands as a woman. But the thing is, we are not as consistent as men. Why don't we give them that fruit? Why don't we give men the fruit of being consistent? That is the most acquired trait that you can have as a person, is to be consistent. To be consistent and disciplined and do it every day and show up. That's what men do best. They show up. They are consistent. Women, we're not as consistent. Be honest with yourself. Come on. You're not as consistent as a man. You're never going to be, because a man and a woman are different. We're different. And that's beautiful. It's okay. It's okay to not be like a man. Just like how it's okay for a man not to be like a woman. But let's not talk about that. We're talking about catering to a man, right? We're talking about how to make a man's life easier. Another thing that makes a man's life easier is for him not to stress about the dumb crap. You know, he's got everything else handled. You know, he's got the main majority. He's got the bills paid. He's got everything situated. But for him to come home and have him stress about what he's going to eat for dinner. Girl, you don't have to learn how to be a chef, but you can learn how to cook for your man a little bit, okay? You can learn to cater to what he wants. You know, he might not want a full-fledged dinner, but he wants a dinner. He wants something to come home to. He doesn't want to stress about that. If he is stressed at work, okay, and he's doing what he has to do, he's working hard. As a woman, he's making your life easier, even if you have a job too. You know, women, we are made to do all these things at once. We are made to think so retrospect that we can come home from work and make dinner, okay? You can come home from work and make dinner for your man, or, you know, like you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not You're not this housewife. If you don't want to be a housewife, so be it. But if you want to make your man's life easier, make him dinner. Make him dinner, make him food, make him breakfast, lunch, dinner. Surprise him. You know, even like buying him lunch, buying him dinner, doing things that are not plans, you know, surprise him. If you plan it out, he won't want you to do it. Okay, that is the beauty of men. Men love to provide. Men love to be the provider. So if you give him the idea, oh babe, I want to take you out somewhere, he probably will say no, because that's emasculating. If you want to do all of that for him, not out of surprise, and you want to tell him before you do it. Don't tell a man what you're gonna do before you do it. That's a big mistake. That is huge mistake. Huge. Just do it. Just surprise him. Don't create this anticipation for him, because then he'll have expectations on you. And then what? You don't meet the expectations and he gets mad at you? What? Don't create the anticipation. Just do it. Just cater to him. Just make him dinner. Surprise him one day. Surprise him with lunch one day. Wake up earlier than him. Make him breakfast. Make a man's life easier. Cater. Just cater. Care and cater. Same thing, right? Care about your man. Why do you not care? Do you think you're just born in this world and everything's just easy? No. Men show up to make it easier for you. Men show up to create the easy route for women. So why can't you just make his life a little easier by swallowing your little pride? Because women don't have big pride. We have little pride. We have little pride. Because we can still do the things we don't want to do. You can do it. It's just, are you gonna let the pride get to you? Or are you gonna let yourself be like, I'm not his mom, blah, blah, blah. Girl, just make his life easier. Like, there's no need to put any labels on it. Just make his life easier. Making him food. Even doing cute things, you know, surprise him with things. Surprise him with yourself. You know, let him know he's working for something. You don't have to be all up on him. You know, you can, you know, out of love. But I'm just saying, men are simple. Okay, and it starts with acknowledgement. It starts with acknowledging a man's hard work. That's where it starts. Catering to a man is not that hard, because men appreciate the hell out of it. They appreciate the hell out of the littlest of things. And that's beautiful. I love that. You know, it makes it easier for the woman, because guess what? Men make it easy for you. They make it easy for us. They make it easy for us to be nice to them. They make it easy for us to even think of things for them, because they're so simple. They want peace too. You know, men want peace. I want peace. At the end of the day, a man doesn't want to come home to an argument. He wants to come home to peace. A nice dinner and peace. Because he was just in the middle of the world who is against him. The world is not against women. The world loves women. The world markets off women. Every single advertisement has a woman in it. Any clickbait thumbnail has a woman in it, because it attracts. It is what the world wants. The world makes it easy for women. The world makes it so difficult for men. He comes home from work, he just wants to freaking relax. So give him something to relax with. Give him some dinner, you know. Just do something nice for your man. Acknowledge him, because that will make his life so much easier. And it would make your life easier. The easier you make your man's life, the easier and easier and easier you'll make your life. And then at that point, you're both flourishing, you're both happy, you're both able to bounce off each other's energy. And it's not like there's no leech. There's no leech. A woman should never be a leech to her man. You should be providing things that he can't provide for himself. You know, just little things that make him happy. Provide him with acknowledgement. You know, that's the first simple step. So, yeah, that was a pretty, that was an ironic little investigation I had there of how women, we have easy lives, and that's because of men. So why not make men's lives easier? Because it's a compound effect, honestly. So, That's it today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.